Hey, it's Tinla here and welcome to the channel. Today I want to take a close look at the GPS bike computer that I purchased on AliExpress for like under 50 Canadian dollars. And I want to see how they work, okay? I want to see how good they are. Okay, so I got two sensors and a bike computer itself and the Z1 like handle bar mount for the bike computer. Two sensors, one is for speed and one is for cadence. Yeah, let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, all right, so the bike computer itself pretty big. Let me measure it. It claims to be 2.9 inches, so there you go, about 7 centimeters of screen real estate. Yeah, it's about 2.9 inches of LCD screen. Pretty cool. All right, and it comes with some mounting on your handlebar, some like rubber or silicone padding with plastic part where you can mount it on your handlebar, just like so. I think it's like this. Yeah, and you put this one on your handlebar like that, and it comes with some variety of O-ring, a rubber band that you can hook it up like this and strap it around like that onto your handlebar, thing like that, right? This is for, and then you put your bike computer like that and you 90-degree turn to mount it in place like that. Okay, so that's how the mount that come with it. And of course it has a USB type C charging cable. Look at the charging cable port. Open it up, type C in there. It has some kind of like a silicone door that you can close it so the water doesn't get inside. They also claims to be waterproof, okay, IPX6. Rain is okay, but not soakable. So you're not supposed to put this one in a bucket of water, so it's no good, but rain is okay. To be honest, I wouldn't want to run this one in the rain anyways. Get yourself some Ziploc bag or something and cover it when it rains, and so you have better mileage, better usage out of this one. I don't trust whatever waterproofing characteristic of any bike computer that coming from China anyways, because look at these buttons. They can fail, the water can get inside here and whatnot. It comes with a silicone cover to protect your bike computer, which is nice, which is a plus. Anyway, so let's turn it on. I'm just gonna remove the silicone cover and then just let's walk through this, how to set up this thing. Okay, let's turn it on. There's three buttons at the bottom here. One is power button, square button, and a setting button. As you can see, let's turn it on. Just one click on the left here, so the screen is on. So actually there's some LED light that's shining up. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. Yeah, it's hard to see. Anyway, it turns off by itself. Actually, let me walk you through kind of the settings for this part. Okay, in order to access the setting page, you press this right button, hold it long press. You go into C2, which is the sensor connection kind of thing with the speed sensor and cadence sensor, and you press this one. It will search for the sensor. Anyways, I will come back to this page later. Okay, just let's move on to the next page. Hold long press, C2 and then C3, which is you have to input your circumference of your wheel. Mine is 27.5 inches. With some calculation, my wheel is supposed to be 21.94. In order to fix that, you have to press the left button until that one is blinking, and then you press this right button over here until it's come to, okay, 2 is supposed to be that right there, 2, and the next digit you go into the middle button to move on to the next digit. So instead of blinking, I think I set it 2194. So There, 2 1, and then move on to the next digit. I think 9 is okay, and move on to the next digit, a 4. So my wheel is 27.5, which I calculate into millimeters, okay? That is 219 centimeters. Anyway, that's a wheel circumference of my wheel. That's it. That's how I set it up like there. And move on to the C4, which is the time zone for your location, okay? If you live in Thailand, you're supposed to put it here, 7 plus 7 if you live in Thailand. That's the time zone for Thailand. You know, you leave it like that, 7, okay? And then, of course, you set it up. If you live in Toronto, which is EST, which is -4 right now because of the daylight saving time. So -4. To confirm that, you just hit this button, and that's it. And then you move on to the C5, which can let you set up kilometer per hour or miles per hour, okay? In order to set it up, just press the left button until it's not blinking anymore. Right button so you can switch to mile per hour. So I rather use kilometer per hour. And then to exit, press the left button. All right, and then to move on to the next setting page, C6, which gonna let you to set up the temperature in centigrade or Fahrenheit. Same thing with the other kilometers. You press the left button until it's not blinking anymore, and then the right button you can switch between F and C. Okay, I leave it at C. Okay, and then move on to the C7. Let's say recover, basically a reset kind of setting. In order to reset the whole thing, you press the left button, and then once that one not blinking anymore, you hit the right button, hold it there for a second or something, and we'll reset everything from the bike computer, okay? But I'm not going to do that. So let's move on to the next page, C8, which can let you to set up the odometers for your bike, but I'll leave it at 0 because this is just brand new for me. And then that's it. So now my local time is 9 p.m. 46 minutes. And I don't know if you can see the light there. There's some LEDs. The light will automatically turn on after 6 p.m. and before 9 a.m. So during daytime, the light will turn off by itself, but at nighttime it will always stay on. Okay, there's nothing you can do about it. And so in the display setting, you can cycle through what you need to display through this screen like this. So altitude, ascent, and then gradient and odometers for your bike, whatever. And the average, you can tell your average. So it's like max, now, and then average. So there you go, 25 degrees Celsius. I don't know whether it's 25 degrees Celsius at this room temperature or the bike computer temperature. Not pretty sure how that temperature is displayed. Okay, and yeah, pretty much it. And now, in order to connect with the sensors, okay, let's open one of these sensors. Okay, you know what they claim, the battery for this bike computer can last up to like 30 something hours, 30 to 35 hours endurance time. And with the battery of 1100 milliamp hours battery capacities, and the charging, as I said, type C charging port for like 3.5 hours to charge to up to full capacities. Okay, and using the Bluetooth 5.0 and ANT Plus protocol to connect to one of these sensors. Okay, let's open the sensor as well. All right, I'll leave this one away. Okay, the sensor also comes with 2 rubber O-rings where you can mount it. Depends on your requirement. So when you open this sensor, there's some kind of plastic film to protect the battery from contacting that terminal, and then you have to remove it, and then you see, I don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, there. Okay. Here there's a label speed or cadence. If you want this sensor to be a speed sensor, you have to turn this one where this arrow pointed to speed, like that, to lock it in place, basically. And as you can see, the green LEDs just flashing, it means speed. So it's working. And if it's flashing red, you know that the battery is down to 20%. So you need to replace the battery as soon as you see like a red blinking, but green blinking supposed to be for speed. And that's how you mount this one on your hub using one of these kind of rubber padding. So you leave it on like this, and imagine my finger is a hub. You mount it on to the hub using the provided rubber O-ring to wrap it around like that. All right. And from the instruction manual, this unit battery can last up to 300 days, almost like a year, like 10 months. So every 10 months, you're supposed to change the battery, or as soon as you see this, flashing red, you need to change the battery, okay? And as for speed, you mount it onto the hub. The hub has to be bigger than 38 millimeters in order for this to work, You cannot have a skinny, tiny hub and it doesn't work. So that's what they say, okay? That's the requirement. So make sure that you have the hub that bigger than 38 millimeters in I don't know, diameters. Yeah. And for cadence, you need to switch. I bought two because one is for speed and one is for cadence. One sensor cannot do both. You need to buy two of them separately, okay? And one running for speed and one running for cadence. There, you have to turn into cadence. Make sure it's locked in place. And let's see, you see green LED flashing? That's telling you it's cadence sensor right now. Okay, so let me see if it can connect to the bike computer. In order to connect, you just long press the right button until you get to C2 page, and then as soon as you hit this one, it will search for, there, you see the cadence 42. Yeah, it connects right away to the bike computer, right there. All right. So that cadence, it doesn't tell you the speed, but yeah, it connects right away. All right. So that's how it is. And I also ordered a kind of bomb mount for the computer. It's plastic, all right. It's not like aluminum or anything like that, and it has, so basically this one go on like that, lock in place, and this one go onto your handlebar with some rubber thing, and you mount it, so like that. So it stay away, so basically it, just put it further away from the handlebar a bit so you can better see the screen, and you can move up and down like that. Okay, so pretty cool. I mean, the whole thing, the whole kind of like package I bought on AliExpress. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description. If you support the channel, you can buy from that link, and I really appreciate it. It's this is the most affordable bike computer that I can find on AliExpress. If you are fancy, you can buy like a color screen, a GPS, navigations and whatnot. But it's gonna cost you about a couple of $100, but all I need is the speed for the sensor, the speed sensor from my speed sensors, and the cadence, and of course it can do heart rate too. I have, look at that, I have the Samsung Fit 2 heart rate sensor. But then again, it doesn't connect to this bike computer through Bluetooth because it can only communicate with ANT plus, N plus protocol. Uh, so I better replace this heart rate sensor with something that can support like N plus protocol in order to accept the heart rate sensor, which is around here, which is up here. It can display up here. Let's turn on the app. Okay, I have a Samsung Galaxy S9 phone. Um, the app that you need to download is called XOS Cross. I don't know. Anyway, XOSS. You need to install this app in order to have update the firmware to this bike computer. If you just recently purchased it and you didn't update it for a while or something, let's open this up and check for the firmware for this bike computer, whether you need to update it or not. Okay, let's open it up. Already a member. Okay, whatever. Log in. All right. Okay, so the way to connect it is the bike computer, hit add buttons, and you can see CycPlus M1, which is this bike computer, and there it is. Hit connect, and it's connected. And auto sync, and you can turn on auto sync if you want. Basically, whatever the information that's stored in this bike computer can upload to this phone. So that's auto sync means. And then the storage, which basically display how much memory that it has on this bike computer. All right, because it's connected now, you can see it. Okay, what? And I don't want to auto sync. Firmware. If you need, sometimes you need to check for the firmware. Okay, and mine is updated already. So if yours is not, there's a button there that you say update the firmware and whatnot. It's pretty quick, about like 5 minutes or so. Go back, and of course there's a manual that you can read it through and whatnot. That's app, pretty good app. Same thing with the sensor as well. You can also connect the sensor to this. Okay, the screen, so Cadence. Just add new sensor. You see Cadence C3. Okay, you hit connect, and it will tell you the RPM, not beat per minute. This is the wrong unit for the CycPlus C3, which is the Cadence RPM supposed to be. The 50 RPM, 90 RPM, there you go, you can see it. Yeah, anyway, yeah, that's good. That's Cadence. And then the speed sensors, same thing with the speed sensor, but I can also add another Bluetooth from my wristband. I have the problem with Bluetooth is that once a device is connected to another device, it's basically only one-on-one. It's not like an N plus protocol where you can connect to multiple devices. If my sensor, let's say, if my Cadence sensor that connect to the phone, does it connect to this by computer? Let me see. So the problem is that this one connected to this one as a Bluetooth device. So it can only connect to the phone, right? It doesn't connect to this one anymore. So you don't get the report from that. When you hit like forget sensors, here, hit forget sensors, and then it forgets, and now let's say it can connect to this one. Let's forget this one too. Remove. So not connected anymore. Bluetooth. Now you see it's not connected to Bluetooth to the phone anymore. So the bike computer itself can connect to the sensors, as you can see there. But if you have your bike computer connected to the phone and it's connected through Bluetooth, and there's only one communication, because that's the limitation between Bluetooth, is that one-on-one connections. One is connected, it doesn't talk to any other devices, but you need to disconnect your bike computer from the phone in order to have the sensors feeding through the data through the bike computer itself, you see. So that's the Cadence sensors that it's reading. Now you know the function of the bike computer, the sensor, the limitation between the sensor itself and the bike computer. So let's mount it onto the bike. And so I got the bike computer mounted on my handlebar, and as you can see, the speed is just displaying there. Also my heart rate is showing in there as well, except for the cadence, but I'm gonna spin it up right now. As you can see, the cadence is moving, and I have a Garmin watch that can send that information like a heart rate onto the bike computer itself, and all the sensors that are on my bike send that information back to the Garmin watch, as you can see here. As you can see, yeah, the cadence and the speed and the distance and whatnot, the heart rate recording both on my bike computer and also my Garmin watch. That's pretty cool, because as I said, the Ant Plus communications is actually communicating to a lot of devices at once instead of the Bluetooth communications. So the Bluetooth can only do one at a time, while the Garmin using Ant Plus protocol to display all that sensor data onto the bike computer and onto my watch. Yeah. So if you find this video is useful, please give me a thumb up on the videos and subscribe to the channel. If you like to purchase this bike computer on AliExpress, I put a link down in the description. If you support the channel, please buy it from that link. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.